Hey there, wizards! Let's begin day 31 with a comprehensive welcome and roadmap. As applications grow from simple static pages to rich single page applications, front end code can quickly become a tangled mess of DOM manipulation, business logic, and state management. Today, we explore two foundational front end architecture patterns: MVC, Model View Controller, the classic separation of data, presentation, and control logic, and MVVM Model-View-ViewModel, a modern evolution that emphasizes data binding and separation of presentation logic from UI state. The core goal is achieving clean separation of concerns, high testability, and the ability to evolve the UI without breaking business rules or backend contracts. We'll see how these patterns integrate with Day 8 and 30 APIs, REST or GraphQL, Day 30's client data fetching strategies, and even Day 23's hexagonal architecture for keeping front-end logic cleanly decoupled from infrastructure concerns.
Front-end architecture matters just as much as back-end. These patterns are what keep large-scale web UIs maintainable, testable, and scalable over years of development.
Here's the expanded roadmap for today. We start with a detailed breakdown of the classic MVC pattern: model for data and business rules, view for rendering UI, controller for handling user input and coordinating between them. Then we move to MVVM, where the view model acts as a mediator that exposes data and commands to the view through data binding, reducing boilerplate glue code. We'll trace the evolution from server-rendered MVC, for example, classic ASP.NET MVC or Rails, to client-side MVVM in modern single-page applications like React with hooks, Vue, and Angular. We'll build a practical decision framework: when MVC is still appropriate, when MVVM shines, and when hybrid approaches make sense. This connects to backend APIs from days 8 and 30, GraphQL's client-driven data fetching from day 30, and day 18's monitoring for front-end performance metrics. MVC pattern deep dive. The model holds data and business rules. In web apps, this can be shared with the backend domain model or a client-side representation. The view is responsible only for presentation, HTML templates, CSS, and minimal logic. The controller receives user input like clicks and form submits, updates the model, and tells the view to refresh. In traditional server-rendered MVC, the flow is HTTP request arrives at controller, controller fetches or updates model, selects view, renders HTML, and sends response. Strengths include very clear separation of concerns, and a mental model that's easy to teach and understand for small to medium applications. MVC limitations in modern web applications. Controllers often become fat, knowing too much about both model and view. Two-way data flow, where user input updates model, which updates view, becomes difficult to manage in rich single-page apps with complex state. Views, which are HTML templates with logic, are notoriously hard to unit test. As the UI grows, controllers bloat into God objects, hurting scalability and maintainability. MVVM pattern deep dive. The model remains pure data and domain logic. The view is declarative UI. The view model acts as a mediator. It exposes observable state and commands to the view and handles user actions without knowing about DOM or rendering details. Data binding automatically synchronizes changes. When view model state updates, the view reflects it, and user input updates the view model. This reduces glue code dramatically compared to classic MVC.
MVVM in practice. Knockout.js popularized MVVM with observables and declarative bindings. Modern frameworks like Angular use component-based MVVM. Vue and React, with hooks or state management, follow similar principles. View models expose observable properties and commands. Two-way binding automatically syncs form inputs with view model state. Commands encapsulate button actions without direct DOM manipulation. MVC versus MVVM head-to-head. MVC is controller-centric with explicit flow, excellent for server-rendered apps. MVVM is view model-centric with declarative data binding, ideal for rich single-page applications. Testability is generally better in MVVM because the view model contains logic without UI dependencies. MVVM reduces boilerplate glue code as UI complexity grows. When to choose MVC? For traditional server-side rendered web applications, For simple CRUD interfaces where the flow is straightforward, when your team is already comfortable with MVC patterns from frameworks like Ruby on Rails or ASP.NET MVC, when SEO and fast initial page load are critical priorities, when to choose MVVM for rich single-page applications with heavy client-side interaction, when the UI has complex interdependent state that would become messy in pure MVC, when teams prefer declarative UI and automatic data binding, when using modern front-end stacks like Vue, Angular, or React with state management libraries, hybrid approaches. Many real-world systems use MVC on the backend, with MVVM on the front end. Backend for front-end, BFF, with GraphQL from day 30, tailors data for MVVM clients. Modern component-based frameworks like React and Vue implement MVVM-like patterns with hooks and state. Gradual migration from legacy MVC front-end uses the strangler pattern.
Testability comparison. In MVC, controllers are usually testable, but views, templates with logic, are harder to unit test. In MVVM, view models contain most logic and have no direct DOM dependency, making them highly unit testable. MVVM generally wins for testing business and presentation logic. Both patterns still require solid integration and end-to-end testing strategies. Performance considerations. Classic MVC with server rendering often provides faster initial load and better SEO. MVVM and single-page applications incur client-side rendering and data binding overhead but enable rich interactions. Modern optimizations like virtual DOM and lazy loading mitigate this. Bundle size management is critical for MVVM single-page applications. Security and front-end patterns. MVC with server-side rendering can reduce XSS attack surface. MVVM requires careful input sanitization and strong content security policy. In both, avoid storing truly sensitive data in client-side state. Handle authentication tokens carefully per days 13 and 14. Tooling and ecosystem. MVC is deeply integrated with server frameworks like Ruby on Rails, ASP.NET MVC, or Laravel. MVVM powers modern front-end frameworks, Vue, Angular, and React, often with state management libraries like Redux, Pinia, or NGRX. Testing tools like Jest and Cypress work well for both. State management has evolved from pure MVVM to more sophisticated centralized stores. Decision framework. For simple applications or strong server-rendered needs, classic MVC is often sufficient. For rich single-page applications with complex interactive state, MVVM, or modern component-based equivalents, is usually better. Hybrid approaches, MVC backend plus MVVM frontend, are very common. Always measure development speed, long-term maintainability, and actual performance when choosing.
Front-end patterns in cloud native. Containerize or statically host front-end bundles with CDN for global performance. Micro frontends allow independent MVVM modules owned by different teams. Server-side rendering can blend MVC-style rendering with modern frameworks. Integrate with Day26 API gateways for unified backend access. Front-end best practices. Maintain a single source of truth for application state. Prefer declarative UI over imperative DOM manipulation. Favor component composition over class inheritance. Thoroughly test view models or controllers. They contain the real logic. Common front-end architecture pitfalls. Fat controllers, or view models that become God objects. Mixing business logic with direct DOM manipulation. Tight coupling between layers instead of clear separation. Ignoring performance implications of large reactive state trees.
Recapping day 31, we explored MVC and MVVM as foundational front-end architecture patterns.
Detailed comparison, when to use each, hybrid approaches, and best practices. The key takeaway: select MVC or MVVM or modern equivalents based on your UI complexity, team experience, and performance requirements to keep front-end code maintainable and scalable. Day 32 covers mobile app architecture, comparing native versus hybrid approaches like React Native.
Homework: take a small UI component or page and refactor it toward MVVM principles or modern equivalent. Questions from today? Drop them in the comments. Irene and I will reply. Thanks so much for joining us. If this helped, give it a like, share with your network, and subscribe for the full series.